Have you ever seen an eagle coursing through the air? Noble, majestic, and more than anything, powerful. This king of the skies, an ultimate apex predator, can take down any prey with one fell swoop. There's almost nothing out there that can hold its own against one. Today, we'll show you the secrets of the skies, and you'll witness some of the most mind-boggling features of nature that will leave you breathless. Are you ready to learn why even the mighty eagle might surrender its prey midair to survive? Do you want to hear the devastating story of how nearly 97% of Indian vultures perished? How about the jaw-dropping truth about the lifespan of an eagle? Get ready to be dazzled and entertained on this journey of epic proportions, because we have clips you won't believe for you today. Leave a like below and subscribe with post notifications for more amazing videos like this. Now let's get into it. The eagle symbolizes power and freedom with her sharp talons and piercing eyes. But there's more to this majestic creature than meets the eye. Motherhood is a fierce protector. No one knows this better than the eagle. Year after year, she watches over her young with unwavering dedication. She soars through the skies, scanning the ground for signs of danger. She is the apex predator, the queen of the sky. But even the most powerful of creatures can be humbled by the forces of nature. As winter comes, the eagle faces her greatest challenge. The world turns white and snow covers the land. Her nest, once a safe haven, becomes a battleground. The eagle must protect not only her young from predators, but also from the freezing cold. High up in the treetops, the eagle huddles with her offspring. She wraps her mighty wings around them, shielding them from the icy winds. She is their warmth, their shelter, their lifeline. But the snow keeps falling, and the eagles must adapt. She burrows deeper into her nest, creating a cocoon of warmth. She digs tunnels in the snow, creating a labyrinth of protection. The bald eagle is resilient and capable of enduring even the harshest conditions. She will do whatever it takes to keep her young safe, even nesting under a pile of snow. And she's not alone. Her lifelong mate is always beside her, ready to take over the watch and protect the next generation. The mighty eagle comes to mind when you think of birds of prey, but don't be fooled. Some smaller birds out there would put even the toughest eagle to shame. Meet the fearless falcons, the true warriors of the bird world. These birds might be small, but they pack a powerful punch. They know better than to leave a snake alone in their home, because if you let them stay, these predators will eventually strike. That's why these falcons are always on the lookout for danger. They catch sight of predators like a muskrat or a weasel and dive down, ready to take down the creatures that threaten them. Not only can they take down some of the biggest and nastiest snakes, but they know when to pick their battles. They can leave some predators alone while still keeping a keen eye on their safety, a critical factor in keeping themselves and their young safe. But what makes these creatures genuinely remarkable is their attitude. Even when outgunned, these birds know when and how to pick a fight. They're fierce fighters, always ready to defend their territory and loved ones, and they do it all with a grace and elegance unmatched in the animal kingdom. With stomachs as acidic as car batteries, vultures are some of the most brutal creatures on Earth. They can devour rotting carcasses that would make most humans gag and remain unscathed. But despite their incredible resilience, these majestic birds face an existential threat. In just 15 years, 97% of India's vultures were wiped out. What caused this catastrophic decline? Their food. Vultures feasted on the flesh of dead camels treated with a drug called diclofenac. This seemingly harmless medication had a deadly effect on these magnificent creatures, poisoning them slowly but surely. When the vultures vanished, Dogs became the new scavengers, but dogs aren't equipped to handle the same diet as vultures. Instead, this caused them to spread diseases like rabies, TB, and anthrax. The places where vultures once thrived became breeding grounds for sickness and suffering. It's not just vultures that have felt the impact of human activity. You know the mighty bald eagle? That symbol of American freedom? Hold on to your feathers, because this bird has survived one of the most dramatic comebacks in conservation history. These majestic creatures were once on the brink of extinction thanks to a pesticide called DDT. The chemical entered the eagle's food chain, causing their eggs to crack before they could hatch. It was a heartbreaking sight to see eagle nests empty and barren, with no signs of life. As it turns out, humans are capable of learning from their mistakes. We realized the devastating impact of DDT and banned it. And as a result, the eagle population began to recover. Today, we can still see these magnificent creatures soaring through the skies, reminding us of the beauty and power of nature. The bald eagle's survival story is a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the power of conservation. It also serves as a stark reminder of our impact on the natural world. We must protect the creatures that share our planet before it's too late. Next time you see a bald eagle soaring through the skies, take a moment to appreciate the incredible journey this bird has been on. And remember, it's up to us to protect and preserve the natural world for generations to come. In some form or another, birds have been around since the dawn of time. But their modern lives have been shaped by one major force: humans. As we spread worldwide building cities, highways, and farms, birds had to learn how to adapt or die. And boy, did they adapt. From the icy tundras of the north to the scorching deserts of the south, birds have managed to survive in some of the harshest environments on Earth. They've learned how to find food in the most barren wastelands, evade predators that would make most of us wet our pants, and coexist with the most dangerous creature on the planet: us. But the most impressive feat of avian adaptation has been their ability to thrive in our cities. You might think concrete, steel, and glass would be the last place to find a bird, but you'd be wrong. In fact, birds have not only survived in our urban jungles, but they've become kings and queens of the skies. Take the urban peregrine falcon, for example. These majestic birds of prey have made a home for themselves in cities worldwide, from New York to Tokyo. They perch atop skyscrapers, high above the hustle and bustle of human life, and survey their kingdom with a keen eye. When it's time to hunt, they don't mess around. They dive from the heavens at up to 240 miles per hour, snatching their prey out of the air with incredible precision. It's like watching an Olympic athlete compete in the ultimate event. The best part? These urban peregrines are just as badass as their country cousins. They fight against the elements, dodge obstacles like a boss, and rarely lose a battle. They're like the superheroes of the bird world. Powerful and majestic, eagles are one of nature's most awe-inspiring creatures, but even these remarkable birds must learn to hone their hunting skills before flying in the real world. Like any fledgling, our young eagle struggles at first. His first attempts to catch prey could be more clumsy and coordinated, resulting in many missed meals. But as he persists, his technique improves, and he becomes a master of the hunt. Every failed swoop and every lost meal teaches him something new, and he adjusts his strategy accordingly. It's a challenging journey, but it's worth the effort. With each successful grab, our young eagle gains confidence and skill until he becomes a force reckoned with in the sky. Even the most skilled hunters have their off days. Our eagle is no exception. One day, in a moment of overconfidence, he loses his grip on his prey and watches helplessly as it falls back into the abyss below. It's a humbling experience that teaches him an important lesson. Even the most skilled among us can't take success for granted. Life is a constant uphill battle for creatures big and small in the wild. But sometimes, just sometimes, their first try is a roaring success. Some, like the tenacious eagle, can surpass their peers and take what they need to survive. The next meal is never guaranteed in the cold, harsh world, but this eagle is no quitter. With other eagles vying for the same prey, they know they must eat or be eaten. Ducks in a body of water make for a delicious meal, but sometimes it's easier to grab a bite out of the sky. With laser-sharp focus and an unyielding drive, the eagle swoops down and grabs their next meal. Each successful catch makes them more confident and more capable. They are natural-born hunters, and even though they only entered the world a few months ago, they are already masters of their craft. This is no mere coincidence. Centuries of evolution have created a bird of prey unmatched in its tenacity and skill. And with every successful hunt, the eagle quickly passes their skills to the next generation. So the next time you see an eagle soaring through the sky, remember the centuries of evolution that made them the natural-born hunters they are today, and marvel at their tenacity and skill as they take on the world one meal at a time. With razor-sharp talons and a fierce appetite for bloodshed, these eagles are simply following their natural instincts. It's not their fault they hail from the lineage of raptors and pterodactyls, right? Let's remember the real kicker here. What happens when their prey decides to flip the script and turn the tables on these feathered predators? Now that's a sight to behold. It's moments like these that remind us of the raw power and unpredictability of nature. We want to hear your thoughts. We only have 5 left on the list. What do you think of these majestic birds and their wild ways? Leave your comments below and let's dive back into the action. While you're down there, leave a like and subscribe below because if you've liked this, we've got way more where that comes from. Have you ever wondered why bald eagles are considered one of the most powerful creatures in the animal kingdom? Well, it's no secret. These majestic birds are built for strength, endurance, and agility. But did you know bald eagles also have a unique approach to parenting? Unlike other birds who quickly leave the nest, bald eagles take their time. In fact, they spend more time in the nest than most other bird species. It takes a whopping 35 days for a bald eagle egg to gestate, and both parents take turns incubating the tiny creature. Once the eaglet hatches, they spend roughly 2.5 months in the nest, depending on its global location. Now, why do they take so long to leave the nest? The answer's simple. These birds are predators, and their predatory skills are not innate. They must be taught and learned through natural growth and development. So as the eaglets fledge or briefly leave the nest, their parents carefully guide them for a few weeks before setting off on their own. During this time, they hone their predatory skills and gradually become self-sufficient. Remember that all of this natural growth and learning takes a lot of time and effort. It's no easy feat to become the king of the food chain, but with the guidance of their parents and their innate abilities, bald eagles undoubtedly reign supreme. Few creatures can match the raw power of the marital eagle when it comes to soaring through the skies. These majestic birds are some of the most impressive predators on the planet, with the ability to take down prey that's almost as big as they are. But don't let their size fool you. These birds are more than capable of handling themselves. In fact, their razor-sharp talons are so strong that they can break a human arm with just 1 foot. Talk about impressive! Despite their incredible strength and hunting prowess, these sub-Saharan natives are facing some severe challenges. Their numbers are dwindling, and they're often persecuted by humans who mistakenly believe they're a livestock threat. But let's get one thing straight. These birds aren't interested in chowing down on your average farm animal. Their diet is mainly made up of wild-caught prey, and they prefer it that way. In fact, their shrinking habitat and reduced prey populations are putting them at serious risk. These once mighty rulers of the skies are now struggling to survive in a hostile environment that's rapidly changing. It's a sad state of affairs, but there's still hope. With the help of conservation efforts and increased awareness about these birds' unique role in their ecosystem, we can help protect the marital eagle and ensure that they continue to rule the skies for generations to come. When it comes to being at the top of the food chain, you've got to have something pretty special about you. And the golden eagle is no exception. This bird of prey is so powerful that it can take on wolves and win. Yes, you heard that right, wolves. And as the largest member of the Accipitridae family, it's safe to say that the golden eagle has earned its spot as ruler of the skies. What makes the golden eagle so formidable? It's lightning fast. When swooping down on its prey from high up in the sky, it can reach speeds of up to 320 kilometers per hour. That's faster than a sports car, and with that kind of speed, it can not only grab land prey in an instant, but it can even snatch another bird mid-flight. Talk about impressive. But speed isn't the only weapon in the golden eagle's arsenal. These birds are also brilliant and powerful, capable of taking down prey several times larger than themselves. And for a bird that only weighs 6.6 kilograms, that's seriously impressive. It's no wonder they've been revered by cultures worldwide for centuries. Even just spotting a golden eagle in the sky is a challenging feat. They're swift, elusive, and can move nearly undetected. In fact, they pose a real threat to even the most unsuspecting humans down below. So if you ever find yourself in the golden eagle's territory, keep an eye out. You never know when you might find yourself face to face with the ruler of the skies. It doesn't matter where you are, something lurks around the corner, waiting for you to slip up. Goats are far from predators, spending most of their lives trying to keep themselves safe. They don't have sharp teeth to tear their food apart, and they don't have claws to protect themselves. They simply have to stay aware and keep themselves safe in the underbrush. This goat, however, was on the receiving end of one mighty eagle's tirade, yanking him off the side of the mountain. He puts up as much of a fight as he can, but the eagle yanks him off the side of the mountain without too much issue. He grabs the other creature by the head and soars off. He'll be eating good tonight. Hold on to your seats, folks. We have saved the best for last. Trust us, you won't be disappointed. This next creature is the ultimate beast. Fierce, fascinating, and breathtaking. We're thrilled to introduce you to it today. Did you learn something new today, or were you already aware of these fascinating facts? Either way, we want to hear from you. Drop us a comment and let us know your thoughts. Who knows, your favorite creature could be featured in our upcoming videos. If you're looking for unique, engaging, and downright wild content, then you've come to the right place. Subscribe to our channel and join the adventure. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss a single video. Picture this: a majestic eagle soaring high above the mountains, scanning the terrain for its next meal. Suddenly, its keen eyes spot a wolf crossing the plains, likely on the hunt for food. Most animals think they're the kings of their domain until they're met with a foe from above. And this wolf was no exception. It was caught off guard when the eagle swooped down and engaged in a scuffle. The wolf fought back with all its might, but it was no match for the eagle's sharp talons and powerful beak. Can you imagine thinking you're the king of the hill, only to be surprised by something massive from above? It's like if a condor decided to take you by surprise. How do you think you'd fare? Let's remember the amazing abilities of these creatures. The eagle can reach up to 200 miles per hour while diving for its prey, and its eyesight is 8 times more powerful than a human's. Next time you're out in nature, maybe keep your eyes on the skies.